I think plant-based was a really golden key for me. I mean, that is the response to me. And that response was like really based on that you stay on it because there is a lot of different diets or changing your habit eating. For that period of time, you are good. But after that, you go back again. But this is a lifestyle, I think, is healthy, gives you energy, and you are not going up again.
Welcome to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant-based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi, friend. Do you want to regain your health with plant-based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat-heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk, and let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. Today, I'm excited to share another interview segment with my coaching client, Zohreh. This interview with Zohreh took place about 9 months after we started working together. In part 1, we focused on Zohreh's challenges before we started working together and how things have since changed. Personally, the biggest change, aside from health-wise, that I've noticed is the huge increase in confidence Zohreh gained and how, after giving her the right recipes and strategies in her plant-based toolbox, she was able to stay consistently plant-based despite long commutes and a busy work schedule. In this episode, we'll dive more into Zohreh's weight loss journey, her views on eating plant-based as a lifestyle, and the role support played in her plant-based diet transition experience. Let's listen in now. Where do you think you have gained the most confidence? Is it eating out or at work or at home? Where do you think?
Eating out, because my husband especially loves to eat out at least once a week. We go together. He is diabetic too, and I can say that is affecting even for him. I mean, he sees the results on me, and I think he gets encouraged to. For example, we went before eat pizza, and then we're not eating pizza because over there's almost none for me. I mean, I see he gets affected me, but okay, he cannot give up the meat. He's a meat eater.
But definitely, I think when we take that step forward first and make the change to move into a plant-powered lifestyle, it does have those ripple effects to those around us. And I remember even some of the recipes you had made that your husband has tried some of them. He enjoyed some of them. So every little step along the way, and he's seeing the benefits of plant-based eating. It helps him to become more open, perhaps trying in the future other dishes, or to just see that this lifestyle is possible. You're kind of living this lifestyle out in front of him.
I learned it's really is my choice. It's my awareness. Even when I'm going out, I can stay healthy because a lot of times I don't want to just say that, oh, I am different than the other one. Because nobody likes that. When you go out to your group, you don't want to be single out. I mean, you don't want everybody talks about what you eating. My own husband, he always worry about me. Okay, when we go to this place, so what you eat? I can say maybe 99% or really 90%. I can say that a lot of menu has some things for me too. I can find out, even if it's just like appetizer, but I can put 3 appetizers on the side together, and that is my meal. It works.
That's wonderful. So it sounds like you've really have come to know quite a few strategies for eating out or putting meals together and still being satisfied and enjoy that meal and that time with your friends or loved ones when you're together. And I remember right at the beginning, in the environment that you worked at, you said there were a lot of free desserts or treats, right? There because you work with children, and it was hard at the beginning to stay away from those. And I could really see that transformation in you as we were working together, how, just your ability to say no or move past those things. and stay focused on healthy eating. So that's a wonderful positive change that has come about as well. And your weight has been on a slow downward trend. I think your waist measurement has come down. And I
Yeah.
think you mentioned your clothing sizes has changed. How has that changed?
Yeah, I was always before was 12 and to 14, goes back and forth. But right now, I told you at the time, officially I am 10, and all my clothes is 12 is clearly is big when I'm wearing it. And my daughter also, mom looks at this pants is just too big to you. But then, yeah, I can see even my body, because before I had extra large shirts, those are too big. The biggest is everybody notices it's just not my shirt anymore. And yeah, I mean, that's another good thing. If you are always overweight and you are concerned about your weight, it is always mentally it bothers you when you are always worrying about yourself, or you buy clothes and then you go in a month after you cannot go in these clothes. And the good feeling about it is I have actually pants size 10. I purchased it before and I use it right now. That just makes me happy.
Yes, that's wonderful to hear. The purchases you have of size 10, you're able to now wear it and perhaps give away the ones that are larger that you can't wear anymore. A lot of people think that plant-based eating is so expensive, but if you think about those diet products, if you're going on a fat diet, often those commercially engineered weight loss products that you buy are pretty expensive too, right? Because you're trying them, you have to maintain it and things like that. Whereas you could be investing that amount of money you would have spent on that on naturally whole plant-based foods. I think there's just a wealth of nutrition in these foods that we haven't even harnessed yet. It's just all from nature, right? It can really build us and heal us from the inside out. And it's amazing really how our bodies adapt too as you get used to this lifestyle and fill your bodies and your plates with natural whole plant-based foods. Your
Right.
body actually responds and you start to crave these foods too. That's what
Right.
one of my clients said to me, that is something that she actually craves now when she's outside to eat more natural and whole plant-based foods.
Yeah. And I think plant-based was really golden key for me. I mean, that is the response to me. And that response was like really based on that you stay on it, because there is a lot of different diets or changing your habit eating. For that period of time, you are good. But after that, you go back again. But this is a lifestyle, I think, is healthy, gives you energy, and you are not going up again. And then another things what I just learned actually from you, it was about the protein, because I get always those kind of protein powder because they told me I lost my muscles before because of that the diet I did, and I need a lot of proteins. And then I just learned that yes, if I eat a pig stew from the Lenten, I add a lot of protein to my body. All this knowledge is, to be honest, I learned it through you that the plant-based has a lot of protein in it too. You don't need to add it extra, or you don't need to have the cheese to get your calcium. And I think you convinced me that works. That works without having the animal product.
Great. And I agree with you in terms of what we eat today is really an investment into our future, right? Your
Right.
future self will thank you for it because the way you're eating now is benefiting your body now, but you're also reducing at risk of future chronic diseases and being able to live longer, being able to be there for your loved ones and be able to be stronger and fitter and helping them more. So plant-based eating is really kind of not just for now, but it's also for the future. It's an investment into the future. So thank you
Sure.
for sharing that. So I'd love to know, are you glad you made this decision earlier this year to get support on your plant-based diet journey and begin working together?
Yes, I can say without help, probably I left it in the middle because you were struggling. Okay. I always say that the support I get has just pushed me to go. Yes, of course, it was me at the end. I have to do a lot of those advice. But again, support is always gets you moving. That's what I am happy. Okay, I'm happy I just choose you. You are so sweet and you're checking in. in the week, it's good. Somebody is really thinking about you. Somebody is caring about you. I think a majority of the people, they always loves to have a support. And especially when you are starting something new, because even being vegetarian, I was always alone in my family. None of my family, they are in this point. None of them are. But it's interesting because recently one of my husband's customer told him, oh, you know what? There is a way you can reverse your diabetic. And then he was very interested and asked, okay, how? And then when he explained, and then he looked at him and said, oh, you know what? My wife is doing all of this stuff. And she's telling me all of this stuff, but I'm not doing it. And it was interesting. It was that is now for me. But then as soon as the person explained it to him, he said, oh, I know that my wife is doing it at home. She's telling me, but I'm not doing it.
Oh, I love that his customer has told him this. So it's always good to hear it from more ears and more places rather than bring a loved one. So I hope the doors are open eventually in the future to him being more willing to take on board some of these changes to more plant-based eating. So where do you think you would have been now if you hadn't made that decision to invest in support through coaching?
I think I was miserable again because definitely I was gaining, I was up again with my weight, and probably I did another harm to my body with those kind of crazy diet because there's a lot of advertising. I'm really happy that I chose this road, and I want to just say I'm thankful that you give me that support. I really appreciate all those there checking in the week, and I appreciate your response. You need that support to stay on your goal. I feel good that I have your support, and your support telling me I'm in the right place. I am going. I'm going slow, but I'm going.
Thank you for sharing that. I do agree that it's not just support, but it's also accountability. And you need the right kind of support.
I can tell anyone who wants to start that journey, work with you, and your support is really meaningful. And I don't think anyone can be regret if we start with you. I mean, it's helpful, your recipe, and I love that the calmness you have and to have understanding. You try your really your 100% or more, sometimes 101% to understand the people. And then it's not just about the eating. You try to really get that connection.
Thank you. The thing I love most about working with clients and coaching with them is seeing their transformation. And for me, that was also seeing your transformation in all areas of your life, mentally, physically, and emotionally too, moving from where you were when you first started to now. I want to thank you for trusting me and working together on your journey. So thank you so much, Zohreh. Thank you for taking this time to do this interview with me and to share your thoughts about us working together.
Thank you. I hope a lot of people come to you and then can be really benefiting for your knowledge. That's my wish for you.
Thank you. I hope this episode inspires you to see that change can be possible in one's life. But you may just need good guidance and support to help you achieve your weight and health goals. And also have patience with yourself and your body. In our fast-paced world today, we've gotten used to getting quick turnarounds and feel uncomfortable when results don't seem to be as quickly forthcoming. But there's a need to have grace and patience with yourself and body, and to allow time for your body to change as you stay consistent day in and day out with a new plant-powered lifestyle. That's what we focused on with Zohreh, giving her the recipes and practical strategies she needed to sustain plant-based eating, even though she had an incredibly busy full-time work schedule. We also built up her plant-powered mindset and equipped her with social eating strategies so she could eat out with confidence, whether locally or when on trips. And 9 months later, she is down 2 clothing sizes and is enjoying maintaining a strong, physically active, plant-powered lifestyle. Remember this too. The way we eat and the changes we make in our lives to better our own health does not go unnoticed. It is having an influence on those around us, even if they are not ready to make big changes yet. That's what we saw with Zohreh's husband. In fact, some months after this interview, her husband became open to trying out a plant-based diet with her and lost quite a bit of weight in the process. So sometimes we cannot know until we try a new lifestyle what the impact of that might be on those around us. Friend, I would love to support you in making a smooth and enjoyable transition to a plant-powered diet lifestyle to reach your weight and health goals. I want to help you gain more meaning and connection in your life by being the healthiest and most active, vibrant version of yourself. Send me an email at healthnow@plantnourish.com or see the other contact options in the show notes. Let's celebrate reaching those weight and health milestones together. Thank you so much for listening. If this podcast has inspired, encouraged, or helped you in some way to transform your health, I would love to hear about it. Please take 30 seconds to rate and leave a written review on Apple Podcasts to let me know. It will encourage me so much to hear how this podcast has positively impacted and made a difference in your journey towards wellness. And share about this podcast with a friend or loved one so we can all thrive in the best health. Remember, plant-based eating can be easy and doable. See you in the next episode, my friend.